Hello, YouTube. This is a coffee review of Peet's Coffee Pumpkin Spice for the Keurig. Just says natural flavors, serving size, serving suggestions. Try it over ice. Nothing all that new. I know what you guys are thinking. He's not a Peet's fan. No, I'm sorry, I am not a Peet's Coffee fan, but I am willing to expand my horizons, reach out, try something new, something different, something I myself would not have tried in the past willingly, so you guys out there can get a review on a possible product you may or may not purchase. That's why I'm doing this. Not for the sheer fact that I got a really good deal on this, out of season, really cheap in the bin. There's nothing else to review in the entire kitchen. Not because of that at all. No. I'm doing this for you guys, all of you out there. It was really cheap. But anyways, look at this. Peet's Coffee Pumpkin Spice review. And here we go. Bum, bum, bum. Please ignore the clovers. Yes, it is my wife's cup. That's why the clovers. Yes, it's been a long time since I've done a coffee review, which means it's been a long time since I've had a chance to get another cup. And no, I have not. I am lazy. So please ignore the clovers. What we have here is it is a dull, when you have a wheat beer, or not necessarily wheat, an unfiltered beer, it has that look. To me, it looks like a dark, unfiltered beer. Look at the bottom. There's a bit of a hint of yellow, little hints of red, helping make up the brown, which is on the light. This is either going to be a light roast or medium roast. Natural flavors. Limited release. Recycle over ice. Sourcing with impact. Serving suggestions. Does not state. Says here seasonal comforting notes, seasonal notes of cinnamon and nutmeg, Arabica, coffee, natural flavors. Yeah. It is not suggesting that it is a exceptionally roasted, without artificial flavors. Yeah, not a clue. But by the way it looks, I would have to say light roast, at least. It does have, though, like I said, visual, yeah, it does have a nice nose to it. Earthy, beany. There's a way hint. You got to dig for it, but it's a real light hint of cinnamon. Real light hint of nutmeg. And I'm not sure whether or not it's because I read it on the box and I want to believe it's in there, or it's actually in there. Very little to almost no brightness in the nose. So, nose-wise, pleasant. Not outstanding, but pleasant. Yay, Peet's. Odd. Okay. The brightness is limited. I like that. I do not like brightness in my coffee at all. If you're wondering what that means, brightness in your coffee, um, if you've got like gray like I do, you may be able to remember back in the old days where you take a battery or a square 9 volts, stick it on your tongue, and it gives a weird tingle. It's like that. But think of it as a flavor rather than a sensory electrocution by a 9 volt battery. So intensify that, intensifies your brightness. It's an odd sensation. You can tell it's a light coffee, but you can tell there's something else in it. There's flavorings, some sort of alteration done to the coffee, but it's not there enough to really stand out on, particularly a dull tongue like mine. It just doesn't quite. It's waving his hand, but it's not asking the question or making the statement that it wants to make. It's there, but you're not quite sure what there is. I've had this with hot cocoa. I've had this with a limited amount of other sweeteners added to it, and it creates a nice, light, breakfasty type coffee. But it's not going to jolt you up in the morning. But I really don't think it's supposed to. I think this is much more of a lunch coffee, and this would fit this bill quite well. It is like a lunch or afternoon coffee where I'm afraid it's going to keep me up at night. That's where I don't think this will. Like I said, it's not going to knock you down with flavors. It's not going to explode out of your cup. It's pretty much unobtrusive, off to the side. So whatever you're having for lunch or for dinner, let's just say lunch. Whatever you're having for lunch, this would be a good coffee to have with it because there's nothing in it that just stands out or becomes overwhelming or anything. It is, as for you just saying, hi, it's have a cup of coffee. I would say it's watered down, but I don't think so. This was put on the medium setting of a 3-setting Keurig. So usually I have it on the smaller setting, trying to intensify the flavors out of it, and you do get more coffee out of it. But other flavors are limited in their grasp. Like I said, if you're looking for a holiday and all these grandiose, all these grandiose flavors come leaping out, you're not going to find it here. But if you're looking for something, a nice hot drink that's not going to offend or get in the way of whatever else you're having, your cookies, your lunchtime sandwich, your whatever it is, this is a good way to go because, like I said, it doesn't really stand out and get in the way. I guess it's a scenario type of situation, whether this is a good or bad coffee. Give it a try. See what you think. Like I said, I myself prefer the darker coffees. So this is well outside my wheelhouse, being though it does not say on said box, it is clearly a medium to light roast, and that is outside of my wheelhouse. So think of this review with that bent on it, and I think you'll understand my particular standing. If you like a nice light cup, this just might be your thing. If you're like me, then, well, it's nice. If you don't want it obstructing your sandwich. Peet's pumpkin spice. Any comments down below? Be warmly accepted as always. Or better yet, go out, buy it, try it, and see if I'm full of it or not. Probably am. But hey, try it anyway. See what happens. You might love it. You just might like it. It was really cheap in the bit. All right, enough. Until next time, keep on drinking.